Just walking around the site today, it is very different to how it was, say, 48 hours ago. A lot of the caravans have moved. They haven't moved very far. I would say the majority of them have just moved next door onto the legal site and are currently camped out there. Whether they'll stay there for any length of time, though, is another matter. But most of the site is a lot clearer in terms of caravans, just around about the same number of people, because, of course, a lot of activists have moved in, and they have been building more fortifications today inside behind the fence behind me there. There's another barrier being built today with tyres and barbed wires. I'm just joined now by two people, Natalie Fox, who's one of the supporters, and Margaret McCarthy, who's one of the residents. Margaret, if I can ask you first, what's the mood? This is your last night on Dale Farm.
It's the last night, and the mood here is just, it's like someone is after dying. I really can't explain the way people really is feeling here. Their heart is broken. They have to turn off a community. That we fight it so hard for 10 years. We have pleaded and begged the resident to build the sites. We were willing to move off of here because it was only an old scrapyard. We cleaned it up and made it the best we could. And they said it was greenbelt. So then we went with them. We had a lot of meetings, and then they said that if we found land further afield, that they would help us. So we done that, put in applications, and they refused them. So I don't know what we're going to do as people.
Natalie, what are you going to do in terms of trying to stop the bailiffs coming on?
Lots of residents and supporters are working together in order to do civil disobedience to resist the eviction, and also for human rights observing. The UN has been involved and the European Council has been involved, and lots of organisations like Amnesty International have been involved. They're very concerned about violations of human rights, so lots of people are coming onto the sites to do human rights observing.
In terms of actual physically, what are you going to do? I mean, can you talk about that?
Well, a lot of preparations will be clearer tomorrow. People have been building fortifications, and people are willing to use non-violent direct action strategies in order to try to push the bailiffs off for as long as possible.
Margaret, I was hearing today from the council that areas around here have increased their security to try and stop you guys moving on to other sites, other unauthorised sites. How do you feel about that, and where do you think you are going to go?
That makes me disgusting, because we are travelling people. And for us to leave here, we'll have to travel and we'll have to pull into those gates that they're blocking. For them to do that, that means they're breaking the law because we've nowhere to go. They're saying that we're breaking the law, but at the end of the day, it's them that's doing it. They're forcing us off of this ground that we bought and paid for to the side of the road. And when we pull to the side of the road, we're still breaking the law. Our children's not going to school, that's breaking the law. So I can't understand what's going on. I'm all confused about this.
But where are you going to go tomorrow?
We have to go to the side of the road, Alan. We have no other choice. We have absolutely nowhere to go.
Well, Margaret and Natalie, thank you very much for talking to me. As I say, a lot of the caravans have moved off, and I guess there's now just a few hours for anyone to make that decision as to whether they're going to move their property off and find somewhere else to go, or whether they're going to wait for that gate to shut, sit behind it and wait for the bailiffs to come.